1, 2, 3. Hello everybody. Welcome to Make It Play with Uche plus Kachi.
It's episode 11.
And it's your favorite couple.
Your favorite couple.
Favorite couple,
here.
yeah.
It's such a joy to be here once again, to have you on the other side watching this. If you are new to our channel, welcome. We cannot thank you enough for joining us today. One thing we're going to advise that you do immediately. That subscribe button, please hit it right away, because you're going to get so much value from this channel. What do you want to say to our people from last week?
Thank you so much for the comments and sending in your questions, being open with us. We truly appreciate you. We enjoyed ourselves.
We thoroughly enjoyed ourselves,
and we actually learned so much as well.
Yes, we did. We learned so much from.
It was a revelation.
Yeah. And we cannot thank you enough for being valuable contributor to the success of those episodes.
Thank you.
Now today, what we doing?
Banter.
We're just gisting with you. We just.
What am I always dancing? Banter. We're going to just gist with you. This is a follow-up. From our How We Met episode.
We're telling our story.
Yes.
And if you remember from that How We Met,
we stopped
at where I said I love you
June
for the first time. And we fixed the first date.
Yes, so we fixed the first date.
Yeah, we're gonna start off from that point.
We fixed the first date, so now things have changed. The gears have been moved.
Yeah, gears moved from a platonic relationship, purely friends, fantastic friends, and now we're going to be romantically involved. So that whole mix. So it's I think there has to be that headspace. You have to be you have to be careful about it. Well, for us, it just happened.
Sometimes it just happened. It was an easy transition.
Yeah, it was an easy transition for us. But ordinarily you want to be in that. You want to have that. You pray for that smooth transition. So sometimes you can be best friends or fantastic friends with someone, and then the moment emotions the heart gets involved, then it's a completely different matter entirely. But for us it was really smooth, and so we set off with the first date. I remember planning that and then thinking about it, butterflies in my stomach,
in both our tummies.
Looking forward to it anyways, because it was something special. And she had said to me before that hey, the culture is for the first date you have to get a gift. And I'm like, okay, fine.
But really, I mean,
I'm like, okay, that's fine.
What you went and seen that, But I mean, it was a culture that I was familiar with.
That was familiar, yeah. So I went out. I got a gift. What was it again?
A scarf.
Yeah, I got her a nice scarf.
Yes, and then we went to like a nice lunch. It was really nice, very chilled.
Very chilled. I think we were the only ones in the restaurant.
We were the only ones.
I actually had called in. True fact. I had called in the chef, and talked to him about it, and then set it up.
You did?
Yeah, I did.
Extra.
I called.
It was nice.
Yeah, it was nice, and we had fun.
Yeah, it was very.
And after the meal was done,
we got coffee. I think one thing that's really notable, so we're going to put pictures up as well of our first day, because we took pictures, was that when I asked for coffee, the man drew a hat, and I'm like, okay.
The guy made the
why do you think? Literally it was lunch. So why do you think that
Well,
it was a bit awkward, but it was still cute because we were in a relationship. But then I can imagine if someone who was in a relationship went with like a friend, and then you do a hat, it'd be a bit awkward.
Well, maybe he's in the spirit.
Yeah, I guess it was in the spirit. But then it was really nice, and then from that day. So I remember that
talking and just gisting through
and then I asked you what next.
Trying to define the relationship.
It was not really defining the relationship. I wanted to just know, like, okay, so what next? Like, now we're is this good? I mean, now we're official. How we're going to progress, basically. And then he was just like, so I'm thinking, I'm here expecting, we just see how things go, in the sense that we used to be very good friends. Let's see how well we work in a romantic relationship, like he said. And I was open to that, because what if it doesn't work out? and you're better off being friends. So, I mean, that's what I thought was the natural progression. And then if it worked out very well, then we can take it to the next step. I mean, and it was fine by me. And he's like, oh, I'm coming to your parents.
Was that how I said it?
You said, oh, I'm going to come to your parents.
I'll come to your parents.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So how is it different now?
No, in a loving way.
My dear.
In a loving
And then he goes, I'm coming to your parents. Like, I was like...
She was shocked. But hey, what are you shocked about? And that's the thing. So, you say, and truth is, I took my time to make my mind up, to be sure about what I was involved with. But that's the thing. When you're sure about what you're doing, you already know. But there's no wasting time.
Sure.
There's no time to waste, man. We're moving.
Sure. I mean, I was quite pleased with that. It was a pleasant surprise. So
yeah, my heart was settled. There were no issues, no inhibitions to taking that next step. That was just it.
Yeah.
That was the only step to take. That was the only step to take.
And then we fixed the date, and got the parents approval and made sure that they have availability and all of that. And then I know that when they went back home and all of that.
How was that for you though?
What?
When you went back home?
And then I officially told my dad that okay, so there's this person and I think he wants to come see you.
Were you scared?
I wasn't scared. I was shy.
You were shy.
I was shy. I mean, my mom already knew and everything, so my mom already knew about him. But my dad, I'm sure she had mentioned. Let's not even do. I'm sure she had hinted him or something. But this is not like me coming officially to say okay, I want you to meet this person. And so literally the first person I had spoken to my dad about meeting. Because I always said to myself, with my mom I can tell you everything. But I wanted the person who I speak to my dad about, like, to be who it is that I end up with. So I was like, okay, so then this is who it is, and I want you to pray about this person and all of that. And also meet with he also wants to meet with you. And so he prayed about it, and then they set up a meeting date, and then the day came.
I had already told my parents, and then introduced her to my brothers. She met them, and everyone was happy. I was the happiest, of course. And the day came. Yeah.
It was a Sunday.
Yeah.
I actually remember. Was it after your birthday?
Yeah, it was after my birthday.
Okay, so I knew it was a Sunday, and
July 20th.
Yeah, July 20th, exactly. So I was actually thinking in my head, July 19th, July 20th.
July 20th.
And then after service and everything, my mom had called him on Saturday.
Yeah, she called me the day before, so talked with me and said, oh, we're expecting you tomorrow, everything. I'm like, yes, ma, I'll be there. It's been my joy and pleasure to meet them,
And then Sunday came, and after service, we went home together, and so my parents called on my parents, and then they came.
And she kept asking me.
I kept asking, are you nervous?
Are you nervous? I'm like, no, I'm not nervous.
He wasn't nervous at all. I kept telling him, like, what did they ask you this? What did they ask you that? What would you say? I don't know that. And then my parents came downstairs, and then they called on him, and they all went to go have a conversation. So how did that go?
The conversation was smooth. The conversation was fantastic.
So my utter disappointment. My disappointment in the sense that they wanted him to give me a little bit of assume.
No shaking. Like literally, I can remember that entire meeting and how it was. So, my dad sat on one end to the right. He didn't even look. He didn't even look at me. No, like, of course, after coming in and taking his seat, greeting everything, he just went and sat down, had his head up like that, eyes closed, and he was just listening. And then her mom was sitting right across me, and she was just, we're just talking.
She was the one asking
the questions.
But asking very chilled questions, not like literally. I was like, did they give you the 5th degree?
What 5th degree? There's no need for the 5th degree.
So she's actually having a conversation with him.
Yes. Gisting, so what do you like? And I started telling them, I love your daughter, I love how she thinks, we've grown from friends, and we prayed about it, and this is where God is leading us, and blah blah blah. And I told them everything, and she kept looking at me and smiling and everything. everything, nodding her head. Her dad on the other side was nodding his
He
head.
was listening through his spirit.
And just,
that's how he was listening. He was listening to his spirit, like, And then,
then of course, I think when we were done with all of those questions, and then he then asked, okay, so what are your plans? So when do you plan to formalize this? When are you looking at a wedding, a possible date? You know, and we just talked through. You know, and also I didn't fail to mention to them that I was planning to proceed for my postgraduate degree, my master's in the UK. You know, so that was very, very important because, you know, it was important.
It was very important
to let them know that, okay, after the program is done, you know, then we can have the wedding. We're not in a hurry. You know, and it also helps for us to grow through that period. You know, so that was.
So basically, it was an easy conversation. To my disappointment.
Like, what do you expect? I'm a
child of God. It was good.
God had gone ahead of me, and it made every crooked way straight. Come on.
Amen.
What do you expect?
But they really like they love him, and I think the boldness and the sincerity of heart. And for my dad is like he knows exactly what he wants. We made a very good first impression.
Yep. And so that was how it went. So it was beautiful.
Yes.
I truly do not take for granted. You know, I thank God for how beautiful the day was.
Yes, it was beautiful.
20th of September had significance. You know.
20th of July.
20th of July.
Okay, 20th of September is another significant date, but we'll get to that.
Yeah, that's true. But before we get to 20th of September, something happened whilst we kept on, you know, growing in love and relationship and everything. Somebody started having cold feet.
Okay, so I would say this. Reason why, because see, I wasn't going to do like endurance trek marriage. I knew what I wanted in terms of if I was going to get married, I was going to enjoy my marriage. I was going to have peace, I was going to have joy. That was my desire. I wasn't going to start praying. Now, I didn't want to start praying for God change my husband.
Oh, any of those other kind of prayers.
I didn't have the bandwidth for it. And God, I told God, yes, because if we're going to be praying, I mean, we pray all the time, but we're going to be praying about things that, you know, attributed to our progress, our success, and all of that. Not, oh God, this changing. Oh God, that no, I wasn't going to do like an endurance track.
So here's the thing. So after news went round, and of course
we put our pictures up.
So to get, you know, we're getting married and stuff.
I think we put our pictures up for an engagement. So
So people obviously want to come around, and people want to start sharing the experiences and telling you stuff. Some good stuff, some not so good stuff, some terrible stuff. And so it's down to you in the moment to be able to filter. Because people are only going to come share with you from their own experiences and through their own lenses. And you know, I think somebody had said, this loving, sweet, this one, that one guy, men change, you have to be careful, blah blah blah. And of course, naturally, you know, it introduced some fear and some doubt, you know, and that's the thing. So in that nascent stage, what you allow, because the same words are very powerful. You know, everything we see today was created by words, God's word. And so the Bible says that death and life are in the power of the tongue. And they that love it shall eat the fruit thereof. You know, so when you're speaking, so it's a relationship, nascent stage, and you're speaking, you can either speak life into it or you speak death. And so, you know, so she had that fear. And you say, why is everything seems to be like too good to be true?
Yeah,
everything
it was too smooth.
Everything's too smooth. Why? There's no. I'm like, okay, what do you want? You say, oh, let's pray. We need to pray. I'm not sure. Blah blah blah. Okay, fine, no problem. We're gonna stay 3 days. 3 days. 3 days. No communication because you don't want anything.
So that
you don't want anything to spoil the prayer. Okay. Let us hear God. And then we decide on what we are going to do.
So what happened?
All right. My dear people of God, after day one, I'm just trying to check on you to know what's happening.
No, you checked on me actually. You checked on me.
You too.
But after day one, we just have to keep talking.
And then, okay, prayer day is finished. What happened? Did you hear anything? I think I remember you saying Daddy and Mommy were laughing at you.
My dad had a good laugh. Like he laughed because he already had peace and he already has the answer as regards our relationship. But you know, my mom would pray with me. She's like, I'll pray with you. But everybody already had peace. But you know, the fear was really, really loud at the time.
Yeah.
So after the 3 days, everybody just said, you know what? Fear be silent.
And of course, so everything else we just had to continue with the plan.
Yeah.
You know, I'd always said to myself that I was gonna ensure that I formalized things enough, you know, before proceeding on my masters, and so I was really looking forward to, you know, proposing to her. And of course, I think there was a time I met her dad, you know, and he said to me, he said, "Are you planning on formalizing and proposing and doing everything before you go?" And I said, "Yes, I want to do that." I said, "Okay, fine, that's good." You know, so I set a date in my head, and the next important thing was the ring. Guys, I researched and checked, and that's the thing. It's about knowing your spouse, about understanding the person with whom you're in a relationship with. Some things might not matter to you, but it will matter in another relationship, right? And so for her, she loves jewelry, and I said to myself, I would do myself grave injustice if I didn't get her something that she'd love wearing, you know, that she wouldn't be proud about, that she wouldn't look at, and then, you know, it brings joy to her heart about me and about our relationship and about our love. So I didn't want to just give her anything. Someone said to me, "Oh, you can always upgrade it. It's just an engagement ring. You can always upgrade it before the wedding." I'm telling you, seriously, you're wrong.
No, you're wrong.
You know, I said, "No, I know what I want, what I want to do for her. I know the kind of person that she is, you know, and that's the thing. So you know your spouse, and you want to do the things that, you know, would you know, you want to do things that would make them happy."
And you know, there's always that debate on social media every time. Oh, should you spend too much on the ring? Blah blah blah. It's not even so much. Like, it's not even like in terms of expensive. But make sure that you buy something that the person would like, and you have to know the person. Like you said, he knew me. He knew me at the time, yes, and I like jewelry. So to give me something that I'm just gonna be like, okay, you have to know the person. Now, somebody else down the road might just see, like, not mind at all. Might just want to exchange a book or something. So what I'm trying to say is that you have to know what's important to the person. You can't just go with what generalities say, because it would have been really, really bad if you just gave me something that I didn't like, or something, you know, just random. I didn't put any thought into it, or you know, that would have been really terrible.
Like, guys,
I like rings. I
researched. I got to know the different cards, different things. And the day kept, you know, approaching, and I didn't have a ring, and I said, "Lord, help me out here." You know, one morning, about 6 something in the morning, I remember laying down and I just prayed, and I just struck to my heart, and I just ran with it, and in less than 48 hours, I had the ring I wanted. Like, I was so overjoyed. The kind of pressure I'd been under, come on, that just took it off me, and you know, we could now plan. And so D-Day was set 20th of September.
That's why we said 20th of September.
20th of September 2014, and you know, we had planned to go on a date. You know, we planned the date around it. I'd done all the planning in my head and how things were going to be, and what I was going to use as the, you know, the crowning glory of the whole thing. And another thing, my wife loves cards. One thing that has been pivotal, or one thing that has played, one of the hallmarks of our relationship is the exchange of cards, where we write, we pen our hearts. And you know, I wasn't going to let the cards had always played an important role. And so on this occasion, the cards were going to be like, you know, the
star of the show.
The star.
Oh, okay.
Well, the star was going to be the ring, but then the cards were going to be like the
side attraction.
Well, you know, so I got 10 cards. Now don't scream. I got 10 cards, and I penned my heart in every single one of them, and I used them all to tell the story. Now the 10 cards, very important, spell out her full name, her first name in full, Uchechukwu. So Uchechukwu, 10 characters. And that was very, very important for me, the thinking behind it. Of course, Uchechukwu in Igbo, it's an Igbo name, and it means the mind of God, God's heart. So of course, she's always God's heart for me. And I wrote and told the story. And so we went on the date. Before we eventually went out on that movie date, I can't remember what happened, but Madame would say no. Then yes.
But then something must have happened. So it's not just one. It's not.
I don't remember.
So exactly, we don't remember what happened.
So Madame was saying no.
Yeah. So we eventually went.
And then I think in between I gave her 4.
So you gave me initially 4 before the movies or something. So I mean, it was fantastic. I need to look for those cards because I still have them. So really, really awesome writing. I mean, it was really heartfelt.
You should find those cards.
Yeah, we'll find them. I think, we'll find them and then put it out there. And so the first 4, I was like, okay. I mean, I had no idea where this is headed. And then after the movies, planted some cards and just prodded her to check and find them. Yes.
And get them out and read, and every time she reads, she just brightens up again.
It was really nice, and then we eventually
went off to
my house.
And I planted some more cards, but the ring. So guys, see me.
You planted some more cards, which I read through and all of that, and then it was the last one.
Guys, see me for the ring. The ring. I was now fidgety.
You left it in the car, right?
I left it in the car purposely, and I didn't want to bring it out. And then I needed to find an excuse to go to the car. And so I'm like, okay, with my wallet, I need to go. He said, your wallet is there.
So for every excuse you come up with, I'll point out the thing. I'm like, but there's your wallet.
No, I think I'm forgetting something.
I was like, why are you so fidgety?
I'm forgetting something and that. How I managed to escape.
I have no idea.
I don't remember, but I escaped. And then I got the ring from the car, and then I presented her.
I was on my last card.
Yeah, presented her the last card.
Which is you.
And then, with the you, and then while she was reading, I think I'd written in it, and then ended it with, will you marry me? And then by the time she was done reading the card, there I was on one knee, and I had the ring like that, and then, she said yes.
It was such a sweet moment. I mean, I was happy. It was such a precious moment, and I can never forget.
Yeah.
And then I remember running upstairs to my dad to tell him.
He was so excited.
The grin, the smile on his face, he was so cute. He was so excited, and he told me, why didn't you tell me? Why didn't you tell me?
I didn't tell nobody.
He didn't tell anybody.
I think Mom was not around.
No, she was not around. So I called her and I told her. And obviously congratulations. And my household started pouring until we put it out on social media. It was really, really special, which we can never forget.
Never forget. It just brings back all the memories.
Yeah.
Such a beautiful thing. Now, so that's where
we're stopping today.
The follow-up. So if you've enjoyed this, why don't you give us a like? It really helps. Share our content, and also make your comments. Send whatever your thoughts are. Send them in, and don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notifications button. Alright, find us on social media. Our joint account is
Uche.Kachi.
She's at Uche1201, and I'm at Kachi as well. Also on Facebook, joint page, Uche.Kachi also. So for us, it's our desire that through our lives and everything that we share, it helps you to win in your relationships. It's a pleasure for us, and we can only thank God for the opportunity to come your way every time. So guys, till we come your way next time, God bless you.
God bless you. We love you so much.
Bye.
Bye.